Static members can either be methods or data members. On this line of code, I've created a static data member. This is a public static string called species. Now I've set species to the string Homo sapien. The idea is that technically every person is probably going to be of the same species. Therefore, this is data that is very effectively shareable. We don't necessarily have to have a separate instance of this data for every single person because each person is basically going to be able to share the same data. If the species of the person ever changes, I could change it once here, and everybody that uses the person class would be able to see the change. Of course, understand that the string species is only available by going through the person class explicitly, not through the instance, P as an example. I've also created a method here, a static string. The method name is convertGender. And what I'm doing is allowing the user to pass in a character, which I'm calling genderVal, and then based on that character, I'm going to return a string. So if they enter an uppercase or a lowercase f, then I'll return the string female. If they send in an uppercase or a lowercase m, I'll return the string male. Otherwise, my default is unknown if no valid value has been passed in. Now remember that in this switch, we talked about this before, that we do have a rule that says that you have to put a break at the end of every case. Remember that that only qualifies when the case is empty, or when the case is not empty, excuse me. So in this particular case, the case for capital F is empty, therefore it's allowed to fall in to the lowercase f case, and I can provide one return value for both of those cases. That makes it quite a bit more convenient. Well, let's go back to our other class and see how these elements can be called. What I've done in this example is I have created an instance of the person class, but if I'm accessing static elements, I don't need the instance. In this write-line statement, you'll notice that what I'm writing is the string that's returned by person.convertGender, and I'm passing in the capital F. Since convertGender is a static member, I don't access it through the variable P. I'm accessing that using the name of the class, person. Again, very similar to the POW method of the math class. In fact, I could even eliminate this instantiation statement and it would work just as well. The instance is not actually needed if I'm accessing a static member. Let's execute this and look at our results. Well, it seems like we're getting the results that we would expect. Passing in the value of the capital F returns the converted gender to us as a string. So in this example, we can see how we interact with static data elements as well as static members, and hopefully see the difference between managing static versus instance data and static versus instance methods.